Hey everyone, welcome to Barely Opinionated. This video is about personal finance and how you can manage your money better. The skill of managing your money is very important for your life, but it is often the most neglected. We are here to give you some basic ideas to spark your motivation to start today. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 very practical tips that you can apply to your own life to save and make more money. But before I do that, I will take you through some basic concepts that you need to know about. Just remember that this is a very vast subject and nobody can teach you everything. One very important lesson to take from this before we even begin is that you need to understand your needs and apply what you think will work best for you. This is just part 1 of the series. In the later videos, we are going to take you through different ways of investing, making money, filing taxes, and overall healthy financial well-being. So make sure to subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so that you can stay updated on our later videos. Now, let's begin with the basic concepts. First are assets and liabilities. Assets are things that you own and put money in your pocket. Liabilities are things that you owe to others and put money out of your pocket. Some examples of assets are cash, investments such as share market and land. Some example of liabilities are loans, salary to be paid, etc. What we need to do is increase our assets and decrease our liabilities. There are various classifications under this as well, which we won't get into in this video. But there are 2 types of assets that you need to know about: appreciating and depreciating assets. Appreciating assets are those which increase their value over time, like house, gold, stocks, etc. Depreciating are those that reduce their value over time, like cars, electronic gadgets, etc. In financial terms, what is an asset and what is a liability is very well defined. However, from a more practical point of view, what you may consider as an asset may not be the same for someone else. For example, in accounts, buying a car, although depreciating, is considered an asset. But in practical terms, it may not be an asset until you are making a full use of it. So here, if you don't make good use of it, it may become a liability because it is going to need regular maintenance, insurance, etc., which is going to keep pulling money out of your pocket and will probably give you only 50 to 60% of what you paid for if you try to sell it. Nevertheless, that does not mean no one should buy a car, right? It may make your life and future easier. It may be a better option for you than just taking a cab. So you choose your assets and liabilities and where you want to invest. Second is inflation. Inflation is probably one of the most important concepts to understand in personal finance. Inflation is when prices of what you buy go up due to reduction in the value of your money. In simple words, what you are going to buy for 10 rupees now will probably cost you 12 to 13 rupees in the future. You would have noticed this with simple things like chips and cool drinks. 10 years ago, a bottle of Pepsi would cost you 20 rupees. But now, the same bottle would cost you 40 rupees. This is because of inflation. The inflation rate is different for different countries and economies. Money made today will not be the same tomorrow. So what can you do? You cannot keep working forever, right? You need to make sure that the money you're earning today is also growing with the inflation. You should not just work for money, but also make money work for you. And that is where investing plays an important role. Don't worry, I'll explain this next. The third important concept to understand is active and passive income. Active income is the hard-earned money you get from your job. Example is salary, commission, tips, etc. Passive income is the money earned on investments and work completed before. It requires little to no active involvement. Examples for this are return from your stocks, rent earned from your house, etc. Money works for us here. You earn during your sleep. Working hard in the 20s for active income and simultaneously investing on appreciating assets, that is setting passive income, will help you get closer to your safer financial life. It all depends on your learning, efforts, and willingness to take risks. The earlier you start, the better. In the upcoming videos, we are going to help you understand more on what you can do for passive income and the different investing strategies you could use. Make sure to stay tuned to this channel for those videos. The final concept that you need to understand before I give you the 4 practical tips is compounding. Compounding is another concept that is very important for you to understand. So what happens is when you invest your money, you earn an interest on it. But then this interest earned keeps adding to your money and you earn interest on that. For example, suppose you invest 100 rupees and you get 10% return every month. The next month, you'll have a total of 110 rupees. Now, you'll get a 10% not on the 100 rupees that you initially invested, but on the 110 rupees that you have now. This keeps happening over time, resulting in compounding growth of your wealth. So now that we have covered some of the basic terms, let me take you through the 4 practical tips to improve your finances. First, review and keep a track of all your cards, bills, subscriptions, investments, etc. Often, we end up forgetting some of our very essential passwords. When it comes to subscriptions, some of you might still be subscribed to your Netflix until you realize your binge watching days is over, or a YouTube subscription you took that you might not be using anymore. Maybe you did not check your email from the bank regarding some payment and so much more. This is a very common problem and happens with the best of us. So try to check all of this on a monthly basis. Store your password and other important details in a secure location. This will help you reduce your expenses, get ideas for better investment, and above all, in case of any emergency, you'll be glad that you have some funds. Second important tip for you is first pay, then spend. When you finally get your salary, it is natural for you to want to spend it, which you should. After all, it is your hard-earned money. But before that, you need to take care of the most important aspects, which is paying off what you owe. Set aside some of your money for your subscriptions, EMIs, investments, and for emergency. Then use the remaining money for spending. You could create a separate account for these and put them there. Make it easier for your brain to live a healthier financial life. The third tip for you is track your income and expenses. It may sound unnecessary, but it's the small things that cause a significant change. You will realize you spend more in some areas than you think. Maybe it's shopping or outside food or anything that matters more to you. It initially seems hard and can take a lot of time. Nevertheless, it pays off in the long run. And thanks to technology, there are many apps that make this job easier for you. The fourth and the final tip for you is to create a budget and set small goals. There are a variety of areas we spend our money on. Try setting a budget for each of those areas based on your current spending. You can set a monthly budget and reduce your budget in one area to increase the other. For example, say if you have to attend a wedding this month, you may have to allocate more money for your shopping and you could take that away from ordering food this month. Go through your expenses and see what your areas of expenses are. We will explore the major areas in our upcoming videos. Don't start big and try to do everything at once. It will be very overwhelming. Start small and keep improving. Moreover, what is the point of earning money when you can't spend and buy some happiness, right? Your money, your priorities, your goals. We will explore more on personal finance in the upcoming videos. I hope you're taking away some good ideas and insights from here. Make sure to like and share this video if you found it helpful. And again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so that you can stay updated for our later videos.